Well, he's a cutie pie. I might put him in Potomac. Okay, yes. Yeah, he can come right on to Potomac.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy RHOP. We're back with another video. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the channel. If you haven't already done so, please hit that subscribe button down below and hit that notification bell button so you don't miss a single drip drop of the news that we got going on this channel. And we're coming at you guys 5 days a week with lots of news, a little bit of gossip, a little bit of speculation and reviews. So settle in because we got a lot to talk about today. If you guys haven't done so, please follow me on Instagram and Twitter at DJRichieSkye. Now let's dive right into what we got to talk about. So, word on the street is that Tami Roman is not going to be attending the reunion for Basketball Wives Season 8. Now, you guys may or may not know that Tami is not returning to the season, to the series next season. She is done. It's a wrap, kaput. She then posted that she was actually filming her last confessional, and it was with a little bit of sadness. But my spidey sense tells me that she's probably not really sad about leaving Basketball Wives. I feel as though Tami has been checked out mostly for the past, 2.5 seasons maybe? I feel like she just really is over the whole reality TV show thing, especially in terms of a dramatic series like Basketball Wives, where it's kind of based on dramatic encounters, rumors, scandal, and all kinds of other stuff like that. So I feel like she is like ready to go and bounce and just be an actress on Saints and Sinners and all types of other things. So, but I think it's really sad that she's not going to be attending the reunion because we don't get to get her perspective on things that happen throughout the season. And we don't actually get a final moment with Tami where the ladies can also embrace her, because I do feel like, she's been a staple on the show for such a long time that to me, it's going to be kind of sad that she won't get that great send-off that I feel like she really deserves from the rest of the cast and, maybe the crew and for the fans as well. It kind of felt like Lisa Vanderpump leaving the show midway through the season and us not really getting to hear from her, at least in some type of final message with Andy from the reunion. I was expecting at least that from Lisa Vanderpump. It would be nice to have her and Shaunie do some type of sit-down recap at the end, during the reunion or something, or sitting down with one of the hosts, the way that Chrissy did during the Love and Hip Hop way back in the day at the end of season 2, right before she left the show. I think she left in season 2. The whole cast basically, I cannot remember, it was a season 2 or season 3 where nobody did the reunion. They just basically interviewed everyone. I would have expected at least something like that from Tami, where she actually talked to someone, if not Mona Scott, someone affiliated with the show about her time on the show. That would have been nice, but I don't think that we're going to get that, guys. So unfortunately for Tami, it's a wrap, and we'll just have to see how the show fares without her. I do think that it'll be a dramatic reunion without her, but I want to ask you guys a question because you guys are really, really passionate about OG, right? And whether you love her, whether you hate her, you guys are passionate as, like, I've never seen anything like it. And you guys really are passionate about letting me know whether you like her or not. So my question to you guys is, do you want me to reach out to OG's people and try to get an interview with her? Because I feel like it would be good to get her perspective on things. Now, initially, I'm going to tell you guys, I wasn't an OG fan. I really wasn't. I didn't understand her. Watching the season a bit more and sort of seeing her kind of maneuver in interviews and that sort of thing, I'm kind of getting a different perspective on her. And also, you guys are giving me a lot of reasons to give her a chance in terms of me liking her, and her role on the show. You know what I'm saying? I'm really starting to warm up to her. And what I would like is an opportunity to really talk to her and allow her to speak her piece about what she's seeing on the show right now and maybe answer some questions that you guys have. So let me know if that's something that you guys would be interested in. Before we move to Real Housewives of Potomac, I do want to give you guys who have been following me for quite some time an update, because you know that I am very passionate about, Katie Ross. Now, just to give you guys an update, me and Katie are in communication about setting up an interview. So we're going to be talking about it all. Okay, so if everything goes well and we're able to connect the way that I really want to, then, you know, we're gonna work out those details and hopefully we can get that interview either this week or next week. So stay tuned for that. Really excited about that. Also working on some other interviews as well, so just stay tuned. We're about to turn it up on this channel a whole lot. You're about to get a lot of content here. Now, let's get into this episode of Real Housewives of Potomac because it's setting some things up and I'm really interested to see where things go. First things first. Now, Ashley and Giselle have a conversation on the phone, and basically Giselle cops to kind of being a little bit shady with regards to asking, you know, Ashley questions about Michael. I kind of like the fact that Giselle can actually own her shadiness, and she doesn't run away from it. She'll say, okay, maybe I was being shady, I'm sorry. And it's kind of like a weird, like, well, I said I'm sorry, so you gotta kind of accept it apology. I feel like she gives a lot of those, but the fact of the matter is she owns it, so I'm not minding that. I'm not minding her shadiness if she's able to admit to it. Now, I want to talk about Candace. Now, Candace, you know I love you, girl. You know I do. But I got questions, okay? I got a lot of questions. Now, I'm of two minds, right? The first mind is, I don't own a home. So, for me, when I'm in the process, when people are in the process of looking for a home, I thought that maybe they look for homes within the budget that they are allotting for themselves in terms of what they want to pay in terms of their mortgage. Now, y'all let me know if I'm wrong, if you are any homeowners out there. But it seemed like 2.5 million was, I don't know, a little steep based on the fact that we know at this point in time, your mom is paying for half the rent at the place or the mortgage at the place that you're at currently. So, in my mind, 2.5 million, that's a hefty mortgage unless you're making a substantial down payment, correct? Am I correct? Or am I right? It just seems a little much. Now, maybe when you house shopping, or like some people say when you're car shopping, you should drive the car of your dream so that you can picture yourself in it and you can feel the law of attraction working in your spirit. And I hope that's what she was doing. Because my thing about it is this. When the producers are asking you about your trust and you're talking about a trust, I need you to know what's in the trust, how much it is, and when you go get it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, why don't you know about your trust, girl? These are questions that I feel like any normal person would ask. And even if you don't know, a better answer would be, well, I'm not allowed to disclose that amount. Boom. But right there, it almost made you look like you didn't even know what it was, which is kind of like eyebrow raising. You know what I'm saying? And Candace, I love you and Chris, but you know, I got to be honest, okay? I got to be honest about what you said on the screen. That's it. I just came to dance and that's it. Those of you who are familiar with Players Club will understand that reference. Meanwhile, Giselle and Robin are the two green-eyed monsters just running amok and spreading the mess about what Katie talking about. I don't really know. Listen, it's just a whole lot of mess going on this show right now, and I can't, it's a lot. But I do have to say this, Monique, take the elevator, girl. If your house got an elevator, you waddling up these steps while you're pregnant, it's probably not the best bet for you. Now, I don't really know. I don't know about being pregnant. But what I know is that if I got an elevator and I can take the elevator versus the stairs, and I got an extra person living inside me, I might take the elevator. So that's all I'm gonna say on that. Now back to this gala. First off, I want to give a huge shout out to Giselle for reading Dorothy with some First Lady shade. Basically, after Candace's mom calls Candace a brat, Giselle's like, well, yes, she is a brat, but you raised her, okay? And I'm like, I'm here for that. I am here for it because I kind of feel like, and this is no disrespect to Candace's mom, please, best believe, because I like her. But I feel like she kind of takes any opportunity to kind of throw a little jab at Candace. And I kind of think that that might not be the healthiest thing to do. I think she's being a little sarcastic, but I think that there is a gem of truth in terms of her perspective of Candace. And I kind of feel like she needs to stop communicating about her daughter or to her daughter in that way in order for them to improve their relationship. You know, I cannot imagine my mom saying anything like that to me or about me. You know what I'm saying? So it's just odd, but kudos to Giselle for calling it out. Now, Katie's arrival. Okay, Katie has a new wig. And I just want to say, Katie gives me my entire life for this show, okay? She gives 0 Fs, okay? She don't even know why she's there. But you know who I'm also in love with is Katie's mom, Renthia. Okay, listen, I was like, y'all need to give Katie a champagne glass or whatever they holding in the intro credits, because her mother is a baddie. Like, I was here for her mom. I was really, really here for her mom. And now I'm intrigued even more about their relationship, because if Miss Dorothy sees a similarity in herself and Miss Renthia, then I'm gonna need Miss Renthia to show up on the show a little bit more often. That's all I gotta say. That's all I really gotta say. More Renthia, please, Bravo, please. And so, we get a couple of bombshells from Katie's boyfriend and Katie herself about Ashley and Michael. Now here we go with Michael. Yet again, listen, Michael, this is my message to you. You need to just stop having conversations. You need to just stop having conversations with the people on this show, okay? You need to just show up at events, don't talk, have a drink, sit in the background like Juan, like Chris, and chill. That's it. That's it. Don't say nothing else, okay? Because every time you open your mouth, it seems to be something very scandalous, and you know these people are going to repeat it even if it happened off camera. You have gotten yourself into enough trouble, and by now you are old enough to know what to do and what not to do in social situations. And if drinking is your issue with you saying and doing things that are inappropriate, you need to stop for the sake of your wife and the sake of whatever contract y'all got. That's all I'm gonna say. Because there is a contract, as we know from last season, she had some type of agreement that they were talking about. But my thing is this, man, you need to stop talking so much. Just stop interacting with people, period, if you don't want to be the subject of conversation. But but then from the audience perspective, I'm like, man, keep talking, because now every time you open your mouth to somebody, we get a little bit more insight into who you really are. And it's very interesting because the picture that you're painting of yourself is kind of weird. That's all I gotta say. I mean, and I like Ashley because I think she's having the season of all seasons, because she's in the center of all the drama. She has a very good storyline with her trying to find her father, which is turning into a whole episode of Cheaters with them sneaking around outside the house and whatnot. But at the end of the day, Michael is not doing her any favors, okay, in terms of her being a housewife and her wanting to start up. Because listen, last season, Ashley was the pot stirrer of all pot stirrers. And if she wants to be that, then that's fine. But you can't have somebody sabotaging your role on the show as the pot stirrer, now creating drama for you if you know you're gonna continue on the show like that. So I'm gonna need Ashley, I'm gonna need you to clean up Michael's act. You're gonna have to do some damage control, and you're gonna have to do it fast, okay? What else do I have to say about that? Giselle and Robin still spreading the news, still talking about, this is where they rehash the fact that to Candace that Monique has basically shown Ashley her text messages. I said it last week, I thought, Monique, I love you, I do. But I did think that this was not the best move, but I appreciate the fact that you are not backing down from it, okay? So it was a messy move, but I appreciate you owning it completely and not backing down, as she completely not backing down from it when you watch the after show. So you guys have to tune into those Bravo after shows as well. And if I can find the link for that particular show, then I'm gonna put it down in this description so you guys don't miss a single drop of that either. Okay, so now, again, the green-eyed twins just being messy all over again. And, you know, I'm just kind of like, what I didn't like about it was the way they seemed to relish in the joy of spreading it versus sort of sitting her to the side and telling her in a more gentle way I felt like they was kind of like, you know, a hooting and a hollering about it. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's the part that I just didn't like. You know what I'm saying? And now we see that this is just gonna fuel the whole Giselle and Monique beef all over again. I'm like, oh God, can we get to another page with this? Can we get to another page? Anyway, that's all I got to say about this episode. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about this episode down in the comments. What is Michael's issue? Can y'all tell me that? And why can't he just close his mouth? And are y'all shocked that Tami's not coming to the reunion? Don't you think she should be mandated to come? I kind of do. I feel like if you are a part of a show, you should be contractually obligated to come to the reunion so we can see you settle the score or at least say your last words. Anyway, y'all make sure y'all hit the subscribe button down below. Hit that notification bell button because you don't want to miss a single bit of the news that we got going on here. And I will see you guys in the next video.